I get this question every single day. What's really going on in the real estate market? Are prices going up? Are they going down? What's happening? Take a look for yourself. I'm going to show you. Good afternoon. It's Mark Adams here. Hope you're doing well. As I promised, I'm going to share with you what's really going on in the real estate market. And I always start off with the average sales price. So if you look over here, in May, the average sales price was 417. Jump into June, it was 418. And then guess what? It started to change a little bit. And you can see 409 in July. And now we're down to 402. So it is going down, the average sales price right now. Now, check out over here. It says the entire MLS, the average sales price that you just saw was 402,944. It's still up over 10.7% at this time last year, but this is telling us that the market is starting to change. Here's another telltale sign that it's starting to change. Take a look at the days on market. Days on market in June was 13. Days on market in July were 14 and 16 in August. Not a big change, but once again, it's indicative of a market that's starting to change. I mean, it seems like we're in more of a declining seller's market. Here's another one that I like to look at, and I know I show this to you every single time, is the list price to sales price ratio. So in April, it was 106% of asking price. May, it was 105, almost 106 again of asking price. June 105, and you can see a steady decline. That's where we're heading. And then right into August, it's 101. So once again, that's indicative of a changing market. And once again, the data shows that it might be a declining seller's market. Now, this is what I've been experiencing, and I went through this market, a similar market back in 2008 when we had the financial crisis. When the financial crisis first hit, it's like everything just stopped, kind of like COVID. When COVID hit, we just all stopped, and we all had to like kind of gather ourselves and say, okay, what the heck's really going on? We really didn't know. And then once we figured out there was a plan, and that plan started to take action, that's when it started to change and houses started to sell again. And it did the same thing in 2008. And even though it was a declining market, what was happening is that the initial shock just kind of stopped everything. And then people started to get, confident again and started buying properties again. And I feel like, just based on what I've been experiencing, that the buyers are back out again and they're confident. They know what the interest rate is and they're comfortable with that. They had to adjust, right, their expectations because the interest rate went from, whatever, 2.5, 3 to 5.5 or 5.25 right now. But they know what the expectations are now, and they step back, like what's really going on. Our economy is still very strong, so this is not a financial crisis. And I feel like that the buyers are back out there. They've reevaluated their situation and they're buying. The other good thing that I'm seeing is because of the fact that properties, the prices are starting to drop a little bit, is we're seeing houses stay on the market a little bit longer, which means there's a little bit more inventory. And that's been a positive. And that's, I talk to agents all over the country on a regular basis, and I'm hearing the same thing. This is a good market for our buyers. This is a good market for our buyers. So that is a positive as far as I'm concerned. You see the numbers, you see that we're still selling houses. The price decreases, that we had 227 price decreases in the last week, but I do believe that we're heading into a period where there's going to be a little bit more inventory for the buyers to work with. But I also believe that the sellers are still getting strong prices, and you can see the numbers. The average sales price hasn't gone down that much, and it's still 10.7% higher than it was this time last year. So if you're a seller, I still think it's an amazing time to put your house on the market as far as prices are concerned. And if you're a buyer, there's a little bit more inventory and the sellers are a little bit more flexible and they're negotiating more than I've seen in the last 2 years. So I think it's kind of a win-win for both sides. If you have any questions about your property, or if you're interested in buying a house, give me a call. I'll let you know exactly what's going on in the area that you're interested, or I'll let you know what's going on in your neighborhood if you're thinking about selling your house. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic day. Take care. Bye-bye.